Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, has long been running side by side with the AI superstars of Silicon Valley, only to find itself playing catch-up as the AI boom propelled stocks like Nvidia to stratospheric heights. But after a bumpy road marked by export restriction setbacks and patient investors waiting in the wings, the chipmaker's shares finally snapped into the AI rally's slipstream. On July 15th, shares of AMD leaped an impressive 6.4%, breaking past key resistance levels and outpacing broader market gains. It was as though AMD, previously stuck at the back of the pack, had cracked open a secret door onto the AI fast track, complete with confetti cannons and a welcoming commite of algorithmic traders. Behind this surge lies a broader market narrative, megacap tech names leading the charge, while the rest of the S&P 500 watched in awe. As investors zeroed in on the promise of AI-powered earnings, AMD's improved Instinct GPU lineup and growing AI credentials finally began to resonate. Where once AMD was overshadowed by rival juggernauts, the stock is now dancing to its own AI beat. From gloom to bloom, the bitter export hangover. Just a few months ago, AMD investors were nursing bruises from the U.S. government's tightened export rules. In mid-April, new regulations slapped AMD's MI308 accelerator chips with onerous licensing requirements for shipments to China, potentially saddling the company with an $800 million charge tied to stranded inventory and purchase commitments. Picture a garden party that gets rained out. Unreliable skies meant AMD's burgeoning AI crops in China were suddenly underwater, and the company braced for a steep write-down. Yet, like any seasoned gardener, AMD dug in, weathered the storm, and fortified its roots. Management and investors alike showed remarkable patience, holding on to the belief that sooner or later the sun would shine again on their AI ambitions. That patience has now borne fruit, with the company poised to replant its MI308 chips in the Chinese market. The China comeback, MI308 returns. In a major reversal that feels like a Hollywood plot twist, AMD announced that it will resume sales of its MI308 AI chips to China, pending approval of export licenses. Echoing Nvidia's recent path through regulatory labyrinths, AMD secured assurances from the U.S. Commerce Department that license applications for China-bound shipments will be reviewed favorably. In plain speak, once the paperwork clears, MI308 accelerators will flow back into one of the world's most voracious AI markets, a potential windfall after months on the sidelines. AMD's official statement reads like a victory lap. We plan to restart shipments of our MI308 chips to China once licenses for sales are approved. The blanketing implication? Billions in additional revenue could soon stream in, turbocharging data center sales and giving AMD the full throttle ride it's been craving. Why China matters, $8 billion neuron market. To appreciate the scale, imagine the Chinese AI market as an all-you-can-eat buffet for semiconductors. Before the ban, China accounted for nearly a quarter of AMD's data center GPU sales, and that was without the latest MI308's AI prowess on full display. With those chips offline for months, AMD missed out on sizzling opportunities, from training gargantuan language models to powering AI-infused fintech platforms and autonomous vehicles. Restoring MI308 access is akin to unlocking a secret vault. Every license approval could add hundreds of millions in quarterly revenue, sending AMD's top line on a joyride. And for shareholders? It's like finding a golden ticket in your cereal box, unexpected, delightful, and potentially life-changing. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Stock pop art, rockets, roller coasters, and rubber chickens. Picture AMD's share price as a roller coaster. We all clutched our hats at the top, braced for a stomach-churning plummet, and then, surprise, the car shot forward into a new loop. Overnight gains of 6.5% on July 15th weren't just numbers. They felt like fireworks on the 4th of July, complete with rubber chicken mascots flapping in their wake. Humor aside, these swings underscore a market thirst for AI plays. Each regulatory green light, for both Nvidia and AMD, is another burst of rocket fuel. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to ride a rocket when it's bound for the moon? Given AMD's renewed license prospects, shareholders can swap seasickness for space suits. The fundamentals behind the flash. Beneath the headline-grabbing leaps, AMD's core business has been quietly improving. Data center revenue growth has outpaced expectations, and its Instinct GPU lineup is gaining traction with hyperscalers and enterprise clients. Software enhancements, like the open-source RCM ecosystem, have broadened adoption, giving developers a compelling alternative to proprietary CUDA stacks. Moreover, AMD's diversified portfolio, from gaming CPUs to embedded solutions, provides ballast when AI winds shift direction. While AI chips get the spotlight, the broader semi-portfolio adds depth to the narrative. In short, the stock's recent spurt isn't a flash in the pan, it's built on a bedrock of tangible progress. Creative futures, vivid visions of AMD ascendant. Let's get wildly imaginative for a moment. Picture a smart refrigerator powered by AI that stocks itself based on eating habits, running on AMD chips humming away in the cloud. Or envision a self-driving safari vehicle in the Serengeti, using real-time animal recognition models trained on Chinese data centers powered by MI308 arrays. Heck, even a virtual reality tour of Mount Kilimanjaro, rendered flawlessly by AMD-driven GPUs. That's the potential panorama. These aren't pie-in-the-sky dreams but glimpses of realistic use cases already in pilots or early deployments. As AI infiltrates every corner, from edge devices to exascale supercomputers, AMD's chips will be the unsung heroes crunching petabytes of data in the background. What comes next? Riding the AI wave. Looking forward, there are three key catalysts to watch: license approvals. The timing and volume of MI308 shipments resuming will directly impact quarterly results. Product roadmap: next-gen Instinct accelerators, MI350, MI400 series, could keep the momentum alive if they deliver on promised performance gains. Partnerships and buybacks: continued collaborations with cloud giants and a $6 billion share buyback program reaffirm management's confidence in cash flows. Brace for more market theatrics. If AMD can keep licensing engines running, production ramps smooth, and product launches on schedule, we could see another multi-leg rally that surprises even the staunchest bulls. All these could hit AMD to $1,450 in the coming decades. So here's to patient investing, regulatory plot twists, and the electrifying moment when AMD went from sideline specter to center stage champion. Buckle up, because this AI roller coaster is just getting started. And with MI308 roaring back into China, the next loop promises to be spectacularly steep. Beyond the chips, AMD's secret sauce. Okay, we've sung AMD's AI triumphant anthem and watched MI308 waltz back into China's data halls. But let's peel back the silicon onion one more layer. What really sets AMD apart isn't just raw transistor counts, but the symphony of technologies harmonizing under its roof. Think of AMD as a gourmet burger joint. The Instinct GPU is the juicy patty, but the Zen CPU cores, Infinity Fabric Interconnect, and Adaptive Power Management are the brioche bun, secret sauce, and artisanal pickles that elevate the whole experience. Also note this: blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Matthew 5 verses 7-8. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all His commandments, He has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let Him be your guide, for He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.